Power line to convey a certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all downtown. Lines of connection, communication, not the borders of boundaries that slice and dice a nation. Divided by the chalk lines of disreputable history, past failures all laid out as we shrug with absent mystery. Those bodies left behind us while we amble on ahead, fearful of the wrong things from newspapers unread. Before I tell you what to do, or you try to tell me, let's all see what's been done and where we could have been. By knowing what's before us, the path might clear ahead, and focus on new obstacles uncharted by the dead. Power line from a gurgling turbine, a telephone line from a quiet room, a metro line from across the city. Maybe we'll all raise our glasses soon. They say across the fence line the grass is always butcherous, but we're not corralling cattle, fearing rainbows, violent murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see more folks erecting fences, becoming detainees. Before I worry about you or you worry about me, let's all dwell on ourselves, we're the private enemy, becoming who we're meant to, virtuous and creative. We won't dread the different, the strange or unrelated. A power line to convey certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us home, to bring us home.
Yeah, you're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical. You're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical.
I've got the treatises by Kant, anything I want. Janet brought the chalk, are you listening or not? Writing on the board, your morals are quite poor. We deserve the good place, you just gotta pass this course now. My tummy feels kind of crummy, you should probably study. Tummy feels kind of crummy, you should probably study. Writing up my treatise, drinking almond sweets. Think I love my soulmate, she loves margaritas. My life is a quandary, We should do her laundry. We got some camaraderie, unlike Jason and Tahani. Tummy feels kind of crummy. You should probably study. Tummy feels kind of crummy. You should probably study.
Yeah, you're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical. You're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical.
I like shrimp, like motherfucking shirt ball. Spend my whole life living like a bad janitor. What Judy's got a habit, teleology, and cook a god.
Writing down Plato in my nightmarish clown hut. Mike can't guess that I'm truly bad. He can kiss my ash, I'm a full trash bag.
Hope I can ace this course and save my soul. I'm gonna
Try to get ethical.
Yeah, you're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical. You're gonna take my course just to save your soul. We're gonna try to get ethical.
Wait, this should be in those, maybe.
The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind float downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And this afternoon, y'all are my live streaming audience. We're probably going to stream for about an hour and a half, working on our building. Normally, I don't stream Tuesday nights. I'm still not streaming Tuesday night because it's not Tuesday night. It's during the day. I was doing a little bit of touch-up work on this while my daughter was in class earlier. And so I've got the road continuing down. Uh-oh. That's fine. I'm fine. No worries. Okay. Thanks, though. Right next to the bed. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. Anyway. Basically, the road is going to continue into the building for the garage, and, I'm setting up the garage floors on the lower parts of the building. I'm trying to roughly... Oh, people want to see the haircut. Check it out. Hello, fellow youths. I am a Hermitcrafter of the same general time period of birth as you. Greetings. I feel like this is going to make my show seem more relevant and hip for the young people. See? Look at that. So there we go. That is my well-prepared hair. I got that haircut from B001 Hundo at his Snips location in Aquawa Town. So, anyway, let's go ahead and we need to get our Elytra back. That was not how I planned to start the episode. Or stream, but that's fine. Here we go. Okay, so now we are properly alighted. Let's put the helmet back on just for now. We'll take that off later. Okay, so here we go. Just gonna rip out some of this iron. What I've been trying to do, and what I wanted to work on in terms of layout, was get a rough sense of how people would get into the building via the garage and the dock. We have a dock over here too. But first, let's make sure that we got all of the objects that we dropped. Okay, I think we got everything now. Except for that bit of iron. So the idea is that the dock, there's going to be a large dock that connects back through here. And we can zoom around here and I'll show you the back of the building. And so there's going to be a tunnel for the docks here. There's also going to be some smaller docks for littler boats over along the sides here. We might dredge this out a bit, but I think this should be good. I've also been trying to figure out roughly where the different lobbies and larger structures that must exist inside the building are going to go, like stairwells and stuff like that. But we need to get more rockets first. We are down to our last 3. So we're going to just quickly go grab these. Here we go. Okay, great. So, yeah, here we go. We've got our nice little road that swings in here. We've got our random extra iron block that we can destroy. This is going to be the first elevator bank. There's going to be a pathway that goes through here. I actually need to go get a bunch of wood to connect this. And so then I'll have a dock there. I figure there's going to be like a food court overlooking the little port garden here. So this would be our food court area. Most of it would be covered, but some of it would be like open to out here. I don't know why my voice is so scratchy. Excuse me. Elijah says, make sure to have multiple stairways to comply with fire codes. Yeah, so that's the thing, is like most of the building is going to be inside this part here. The sky lobby for where people enter would be like at the top of this elevator shaft for like guests and stuff. But most employees and whatnot would park further in here, which is why I was extending the road to figure out roughly where the garage was going to go and how it was going to work, right? And so the garage will be like several layers inside of here, and Jay says this is the largest building Joe's put in Hermitcraft Season 7. I don't know. The lighthouse might technically be larger because it goes underground. But yeah, I was going to put in some chains here, too. What's up with the overlays? Oh, good point. We need to take down the music since music overlay since we played the music. Whoops. Okay, so assuming we want an odd number here or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna go and drop this like here. We're just gonna kind of get some nice little things going on there. Okay. Oops, too many. And this'll make a lot more sense once we've gotten all the brush out of here. But for right now, this is basically good enough. Okay. Sequoia wants to know when the stream will start. Luckily, I've got a whole thing just for that. Okay.
8:30 p.m. the usual streaming setup. Turn on the lights, make sure they're bright and gleam. title and tweak, pour water, tank top and chroma. OBS seems all set, so I click start the stream, and so I'll pause folding and open VLC. I'll pick 2 songs before lay our head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all. Joe Hill's from Tennessee. Folks asking when will my stream begin? After howdy, it's items and chess tools breaking. Pickaxe from poof while talking to you professional Minecrafter here, there's no mistaking. Then I'll click crafting quick, anvil time, enchant pick, then I'll replace the books in random chests with care. I'll tour my winery, I know there's blocks somewhere, and then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush chat swears, not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all, I need to record this next episode. I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage, no. Once I'm all geared up, maybe we can start the show.
So there we go. We can take down that setting up stream now sign. Boom. All gone. Also, some folks might have noticed that the face camera is down here in slot 7. If you've never seen a Joe Hill stream before, that's where the face camera resets to every day at 6 a.m. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania time. But it does have the opportunity to expand. If folks tip every $20 tipping milestone we hit, the face camera will get 1 step larger. So, okay, I'm realizing I thought I had a bunch of Blackstone slabs, and maybe I can't. That song is not on any of our albums yet. That was When Will My Stream Begin, a parody of Disney Tangled, When Will My Life Begin. Written by me, performed by my brother Sean. Hey, welcome, Badger. Okay. So we might have to just manually construct. What I need to do is I actually need, as I'm looking at this, I need to establish a maintenance room and then put all of these random chests in the maintenance room. The fact that there isn't a good place for them yet is a notable failure thus far. Okay. So what we would want to have here we would want to have a way for the garage to go up, but it needs to split off so that people can go start parking at the lower levels. So we're also going to have to pull out these trees, I think. Okay. The glass isn't in slot 7. Oh, whoops. Thank you. Oh, yeah, people wanted to see the haircut, too. Check this out. Courtesy of BOO's Snips Hair Salon, I am now the most stylish hermit on Hermitcraft. This is going to really help me with that crucial 18 to 25 demographic that I would otherwise be completely unable to relate to. So I think that that's going to be a real boon for me. But yeah, y'all can just enjoy that. Look at that. It goes across my eye and everything. It's like shaved on one side. Perfect. Also, thank you to Dan for the 5, who says, always going to tip to support one of my favorite all-time content creators. Love the streams, Joe. Thank you, Dan. I love doing them. This is a highlight of my day. So let's go ahead and just, let's see. We need to keep chopping some of this down. Can we see the back of the haircut? Not from that angle. But yeah, from here you can. See? Perfect. B-Dubs knows what he's doing. So apparently XP Crafted planned to build something with these blocks. I don't know what. But Yeah, there was a lot of thoughts he must have had about this space that we just decided not to do. Okay. But that's part of the fun of playing on Hermitcraft, is you can just do whatever. There's one. Okay, so I feel like in some ways I don't absolutely have to get the garage looking perfect, but I need to figure out roughly how big it needs to be in order to figure out where to slot everything, right? Like I'm tempted to not actually dig out this entire hill here, because like, why bother? But it will make a difference some in terms of figuring out where the elevator shafts are and things like that. It'd be nice if the elevator shafts and the stairwells went down to the lowest level at least, right? I think that would make sense to most people. Now, where this gold block is, or whatever you call this, glowing block, is actually where I was originally thinking that I would put the main elevator bank. But I haven't sanity checked that against the road locations yet. So let's go ahead and put those back on there. So we can pull these out here further, just for now. Okay. I'm probably not going to make an actual slime elevator or anything crazy like Zadaf might. Okay. And we have immediately filled up our inventory. So I think that we need to find an empty chest and offload some of this. Boop, 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 doo. This is not going as well as I thought in terms of storage space. I might need to like run these things through my item sorter every night just to get the excess stuff out of them. You know what I should do is I should create a project by project item filter. Wait. I could just use the one in the Nether for that, because we have two now. That might be the way to do it. To use the second item filter in the Nether for that. Okay, well, either way, we've now picked up a lot of that stuff. So, I'm imagining, because this is... okay. Be right back, apparently.
Green glass screen, placing blocks by hand, it's the hills extreme. Have you ever seen a Yo's expand? Grown and shown up with your demands, yeah. Everybody subscribe, Sean Hills is here to promote his bro live. Placing blocks all over the place, all powered by a vegan with jump boost and haste. Brother, I'll watch him let's play. Excavate with Joe, all the views I'll say it. Binge watch, Hermitcraft. Binge watch, Hermitcraft. Binge watch, Hermitcraft. Joe. Go binge watch Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch Joe. Joe. Stream it. Fill in your gaps, check live feeds and load up Hermitcraft. Watch it.
On any side screen, back it up to clone redstone machines just building. With dry concrete powder, wetting it down for a much smoother towel. Cause on this tube there's only one server. The whitelist is closed, so don't inquire further. Neighboring players compete on their stores. Hermitcraft you love with improv rapport, you just binge watch, Hermitcraft, binge watch, Hermitcraft, binge watch, Hermitcraft. Joe, go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Viewers, you better click subscribe because today we're building that hype. Comment, your praises don't fail. Sean Hill's on a roll with Hermitcraft details. Singing out loud the way it should be sung with the natural sound that you like for fun. You know it's live now like a Hermitcrafter. Read the description, tweet about it after. The hour of the Hermit is nigh. Churning out videos y'all will like. Binge watch, Hermitcraft. Binge watch, Hermitcraft. Binge watch, Hermitcraft. Joe. Go binge watch, 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 Joe. Binge watch, Hermitcraft. Binge watch, Hermitcraft. Binge watch, Hermitcraft. Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe.
Sorry about that. Our neighbor accidentally got one of our packages and needed to make sure that we got it instead, which is good to know. So anyway, sorry about that distraction. That puts us, we just got a $20 tip from Caitlin who says, time to grow Joe. Thanks for the stream. Well, thank you very much, Caitlin. Or it might be Catlin. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But either way, here we go. If you direct your attention down here to slot 7, you will see that I am down here waiting for those face camera expansions. But wait, here comes one now. Howdy, y'all. Crow Hills here, expanded as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Do. So thank you very much. Nolan Flynn says, Joe, the hair looks great with your eyes. Thank you. Yep. Cal Ruiz says, why is this slap so much harder than the original? So for Binge Watch Rap, we re-recorded all the instruments. We didn't just use Vanilla Ice's track. So we have the advantage of 20 years of people learning about what makes songs good past his. So it's often easier to improve on something that's existed for decades than it is to do it from scratch yourself. Okay. So let's see here. Alrighty, so we are working on figuring out how this would come in here. The way I'm imagining it, and the fact that I'm out of andesite blocks is deeply frustrating my goals. I figured that this is going to fork here, and that there would be a parking layer here, but there would also be then, it would start continuing up after the fork, and then kind of, because the garage would go up and around, if that makes any sense. So that's just kind of how I'm imagining that this would be. I'm realizing, though, I've got a bunch of random stuff in my inventory right now. And what I don't have is the andesite I need to properly lay that out. I do have a bunch of other random things, like this light gray terracotta that I had planned to use to put in some of the floors up here. So, I'm imagining that this here would probably be the sky lobby level. So in some buildings they would have an express elevator that goes to the main welcome desk for this office would be up here, is what I'm imagining. And the employees would mostly not take this entrance. They would use like the one from the back of the parking garage near where they actually park. But like visitor parking and yeah, the lobby. Yeah, so the main lobby of the company that owns the building would be on this floor up here. So visitors would either park in visitor parking on the first floor or get dropped off via like lift or cab or whatever and come up this elevator. So this would be the guest elevator. And then from that, they would be led through to the rest of the building. And there would be other elevators that would work with that. Food court would be down here. That would be only accessible through the secure area of the building. It wouldn't be like open to the general public. Does that make sense? So, yeah, I'm kind of just trying to figure that out. And somehow there's a zombie here, which I was not expecting, because I've been trying to light this up as I go fairly aggressively. If we can tell where he spawned, I guess maybe back here somewhere? He could have spawned at night. Maybe at night there's other places that stuff spawns easier. Wouldn't be the case during the day. Oh no, there's only been rules in the chat since October, when I hired the moderation staff, because it wouldn't be fair to expect them to just be able to interpret my whims. Before we got the rules in October, it was just my whims all the time. Okay, so yep, I feel like. So we have this go to visitor parking over there. We need a walkway from visitor parking. So the reason that this is blacktop here is this is supposed to be like literally you're driving cars and delivery trucks and stuff like that. Thanks, Cal Ruiz. Yep. Okay, so we've got our cool B-dubs hair on. Okay, in order to free up our inventory enough to actually go do meaningful work, let's just start throwing some of this down here. Okay. Then we'll grab some of these, like so. It is disappointing to me that I don't have one of those there. Is my hoodie meant to kind of fit the green screen? Yep. I'm like one of those monsters in a sci-fi movie. It works. I mean, I could probably find a hoodie that's actually chroma green, but I like this hoodie. So let's see. In order for this to branch off here, I need, so the core area needs to be, we're sticking with roughly 7 wide on these. How many meters wide does a, how many meters wide for 2 lanes is a road? It's 3.5 meters per lane in a modern Autobahn. Or 3.75. So okay, so 7 meters for 2 lanes is actually pretty much right. Like, yeah, this build is really time consuming, so I've been streaming extra. And I've been playing more while my daughter's at school, when I can't normally stream because lots of interruptions. been doing more background building on calls and stuff. So when I'm doing stuff that's super dangerous in Minecraft, I'd rather do it on stream, so even if I die, it's at least amusing for the people watching instead of just being infuriating for me. But this build is not a high fatality likelihood project, fortunately, so... Okay, we need to get the grass up is one thing that I'm realizing here. Okay. Good night, Green. Could I do a quartz slab line down the center? They don't usually line the lanes in parking garages. But what I did mean to do was I need to figure out... Oh, wait, I know where the thing is. So, yeah, from here then... Once I get 7 blocks out from that, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so. Yeah, so we're going to have... This is where it's going to start going up versus over. And this would be... The lowest level would be the visitor lot and loading and unloading. Stuff like that. Chat asks, how could we make it a high fatality build? I don't know, make it taller and put more lava in, like I did with that... Like, the creeper farm in the sky was a pretty high fatality build. The lighthouse had all the lava underneath it. So, okay. But, yeah, I'm feeling pretty okay about this on the whole. Part of me wants to I'm just trying to offload blocks from my inventory to some degree. I just feel like... I've gathered a ton of materials, and I just want to get them into the structure so that I can stop stressing about inventory management. Like, this elevator shaft might get decorated later, but I want to get as much of the rough idea in place as possible. Okay. Is it getting dark? It is getting dark. Let's go to the bed real quick. The turn might look more normal if it was a bit rounded. Yeah, possibly, but we're... It'll be more... I might round the walkway out here some, actually. Yeah, so the sidewalk here will... possibly be more rounded in the long term. But I'm trying to figure out exactly how that's going to look. So... Where was I? Oh, yeah. Flying up in the sky up there. Planting. Okay. Actually, so at this point, I'm realizing to some degree I've actually done this wrong. Because this is actually now at the point where I wanted to start going up. And I didn't. So, kind of working. Now, what is a reasonable, so how much height for a parking garage? Like, the floor from the, so... In a mixed-use space, the height needs to be anywhere from 16 to 19 feet. Yeah, so here's the thing. So the idea is that the very ground floor on the parking garage, we need to have a higher area of, like a higher throughput here. What do you call that? A higher clearance that needs to match that tunnel. Now, once you start getting into the upper floors... That's where you would park, you know, cars and stuff. Whereas, like, trucks and things might offload over here. Shock and Rod says, Joe, is there a story behind this build or isn't there? I'm working on it, but the core concept is that it is a company that got started porting games from like arcade games to Amiga and Amigo and whatever back in the day. And now they are a big software company, and they have a big office. So, can I check the garage under Corrales' mansion in the suburbs? You know, that is... The thing about that garage, though, is it's not multi-level, I don't think. What I'm trying to figure out is how steep I need to make the slope. Would I build cars to put in it? You might want to scale around those. You know, that's a great question, Badger. So this is a car that's a 3 wide, which with the with the 7 wide streets that we've got under there, like this sort of thing would work. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, but so this garage down here is not a parking garage in the traditional sense. This is not a corporate garage. This is like a private automobile collector's garage. So it doesn't necessarily need the... And this also has lift clearance. Like, this is designed to be tall enough that you can lift the car up on those things to do work underneath them. Okay. Have a good time at your meeting, Serena. Mr. Bubblebeelot says, wow, this is like an early stream. Yep, this is a bonus stream. Do. Okay. So, I would need... Parking ramp should not exceed a 6.67% slope, says Grace Winder. Okay, so that is basically... it goes up 7 blocks for every 100 blocks. We're gonna have to go steeper than that, because quite frankly, this building isn't 100 blocks long, and we need to go up faster than that. Well, that's for the actual parking. The ramps should have a maximum slope in the 12 to 14% range. That is more what I was thinking. 1 up for every 5, says Mr. Energy. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. I'm glad you like my videos, that guy, Louie. Okay. So, hey, welcome, Jen Harper. What I'm imagining we need to do then here is... So, okay, so every 5, we're going to go up 1. That's fine. Wait, but if we're going up... Wait. So... Okay, let's calculate this out. 14 over 100 is 0.14, which is close to... Okay, so 1 over 8 is 12%. So if we go up 1 every 8 blocks, that's roughly 12%. So that means if we go a half slab every 4 blocks, then we're going to get what we want. Yeah, so the calculations are based on full blocks. I know that. That's why we're mathing this out. So we're going to go ahead and let's just put a little stanchion in here. So yeah. So every 4 blocks we go up a half, and then we're good. That seems reasonable. So let's just put those stanchions in and quickly figure out roughly if that makes sense. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, like... So, let's see. Sorry, I got a cough. Okay. So we are gonna pull this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go up another one. So that also means we have to clear this out. Oh, people want to see the new hair. There it is. Look at me. I got a haircut from BOO's Snips. And I am super stylish. I'm looking super youthful. I'm going to relate to the youths way better now. It's going to be YouTube subscriber expansion time here. We're going to have so many new people. I won't even be able to learn everybody's names anymore. I'm just kidding. That's never going to happen. So here we go. We're just going to go ahead and put all these randomly like so. Okay. And then I get easily distracted, forgetting that I'm supposed to actually be figuring out how far the ramp goes. I'll fix that now. Oh, welcome, Ston. You want a gentler slope at the top and the bottom so cars don't bottom out. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of ramp up the slope. Got it. So, how far back from there? So, like, this looks like we're coming up on this wall pretty hard here, but we're not. We are not coming up on this wall very hard at all. We've got a ton of space here. So Daniel, the actual docks for trucks would be back here. There's going to be like a freight elevator and something that we're going to put in back this way. So, but yeah. So for a truck to come here to unload, what it would have to do is it would pull in straight. It would come. So like a real truck would drive in. These chests wouldn't be here. And it would pull in here. Then it would back around here. And it would not go up the ramp. It would back into here. And there would be like probably 2 or 3 shipping docks. And then it would pull out forward when it was done. Does that make sense? Will there be a walking employee entrance? So that actually is something that's going to be integrated. There's going to be a well, let's turn night into day real quick. This feels like a nightmare level on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Sorry, Badger Spanner. Okay. So, there is going to be there's going to be kind of a garden entrance terrace here that's going to, but like the thing is there's not like a lot of walkable neighborhood nearby either. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, so I was planning on having some sort of employee-only entrance up here. Where they could come out and then have like a gate or something. So like part of this would be an actual like garden terrace. But if you wanted to go for a walk, there might be a walking trail along here or something. Some employees would probably arrive by boat in the morning because there's going to be places for small boats to like ferries and stuff. But I was imagining most of the employees arrive either by ferry or by car. But I mean, they could also like with a building this size, they could have shuttle buses. You know, they could run a bus from here to the other places too. So, Okay. With the amount, let's turn on the dang it. Let's turn on the coordinates. Okay. So from here, if we're maintaining this level down there, Iron Lord's Rock says, "We're here. We're here. My hair is here. I got a cool shave from Snips, courtesy of B000100. Okay. You know, maybe what I should start doing is just filling all of this in so I can put the pavement on top of it without having to stress out about anything. Right, like... I need to play in F5 mode to show off my hair. Yeah, well, actually, that did just save me from falling in this water. So maybe that is a viable strategy. How long can I play in F5 mode for without, like, completely failing at Minecraft? Probably not very long. Oh, I'm not starving. I had some rice and teriyaki chicken and broccoli leftovers earlier because I made that for dinner last night. And tonight I'm making poutine. I'm excited about that. They had cheese curds at the store. That's kind of hit or miss. But whenever they do have cheese curds, I try to pick up some French fries and some gravy too. This is a way harder way to play Minecraft. Just saying. Okay, Paramajot saying, don't spam. Okay, you spam too long. Too many spammins. I saw the mathematical note. It's fine. Yeah, this is definitely hard mode. This is Minecraft hard mode here. Okay, I'm switching back into first person. I'm sorry. I'm hitting my limit on that. What about double F5 mode? I think I'm good. I think double F5 mode is unnecessary in this context. Okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to think how we are going to do this. So, the trucks that would be backing in, the easiest thing for them would be if the loading docks were straight along, because they're going to need room to get stuff in and out too. To get the forklifts. Oops, dang it. Am I going to do something with the water below? The sound would drive me nuts. Well, the thing is, there's supposed to be water outside the building. Because, oops. So, like, there's going to be a place where boats park and stuff here. So, yeah, getting rid of the water isn't just because I got rid of the water underneath the building doesn't mean the sound would go away, you know? So, yeah, if we have the truck back up to about here. Oops. And then we had, so we would probably want to have 2 separate docks. These need to be aligned. So let's say that we put, let's see, a dock is about 1 meter high because you can jump onto it. So I don't think I can jump 2 meters, but I can jump 1 meter. So that means it needs to be an extra slab on top of that, which means we need to actually probably have these be like stone with stone slabs so that they're even looking. Okay. Oh, you meant the flowing water noise would bother you. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. So. Yeah, so trucks would be able to back into there. General visitor parking would be along here. So, making sure, are these 7 wide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I did have that correct. Whoops. 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah. I've been streaming since about 2008. Okay, so at the current rate of climb here, you don't actually need to mine into that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do eventually hit this, though. Okay. And then here we are at this point. Now we know that the truck clearance... Ooh, we need to go lay down. What kind of music do I like? Well, when I'm working, I usually like to listen to stuff that's lyrically complex and up tempo. So mindless self-indulgence is really good when I'm like trying to program. Okay. Musicals can also be very lyrically complex and up tempo. Let's throw these seeds on the ground so we can pick up this. And some of those we might have missed. That's fine. Hey, Ganymedus, I'm glad you're enjoying the building. Yeah, we're just doing some work on, like, I'm trying to figure out where the floors need to go and stuff like that at this point. Okay. So, oh, dang it. I was going to use these to figure out how many... I can't place that there. Okay. So that's 5.5 meters of clearance that they're given for trucks. Okay. So that means we need to have over here 4, 5, and then the half. Okay, so that means we're 1 short on these as well. We're gonna fix the lips of these as well and tweak everything, but right now I'm just trying to get the core concept in. I think that I've got it right over... No, I didn't. This is still only 4. Or, no, this is 5, but not 5.5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome back. Why is my hair green? Because I got a great haircut from BOO. Okay. I should add a place for the workers to take breaks. Yeah, no, I'm working on the rough ideas for that. I've got the main dining area that's like a food court where you would have like coffee shop and cafe and food for sale would like be overlooking here. That's what this platform's going to be. I've got another terrace over here where people can just relax if they bring their own lunch, and there'd probably be like an employee kitchen stuff nearby where people can microwave stuff. I have not played Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden yet, but Michaela Ebel, who was on the stream a few months ago, maybe weeks ago now, actually did the writing for the 10 Towns portion of the book. So I've been meaning to play it. It's just time is constantly a hassle for me. I don't have enough of it. Okay. So, core concept, we now know we need to keep the roof where the trucks are coming in 5 high. Maybe 6, but like this and this part here is going to be 5. So, the reason I wanted to know that was because I need to figure out okay. So 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we're at 71. This is the layer above which we could start laying the next garage layer and have it go over this. So that's the idea. Stretching out, sorry. Okay, so 72 is the elevation that we're going to need to hit. That makes sense for that next part. So that means we should come over here and, yeah, so we're not to 72 yet. We're still at 71, or 70. That means we're going to have to go, how many more blocks are we going to get all the way over there? Before then, maybe not. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're getting there, but we're not there. Ice Lord says, "Congrats on almost 50,000 followers." I'm assuming that's on Twitch. I don't actually keep track of my numbers on these things, because it doesn't really impact me day to day, and my goal isn't like some people get really fixated on like, oh yeah, I gotta hit X number of followers or X number of viewers or whatever. Like I just want to have people come hang out while I make fun things. So I actually don't look at the view count dynamically during the streams either, because that would just make me neurotic. I'd be like, oh no, it's going up if I talk about this, or it's going down if I talk about that. I was like, I don't want to do that. I just want to play Minecraft and make stuff. Okay. So how far out are we from this wall? We're getting there. Okay. So when we get 7 out from this wall, so we need to actually have this, okay, so we're actually going to pull that back by 1 here. So let's just randomly slab some of this so that we can get stuff out of our inventory and make our lives easier. Oh no, I ate before I started streaming, don't worry. And then I'm going to make dinner after, so... I mean, if I had a snack now, I wouldn't be hungry for, like... Robin says, what are we working on down here, the reception area? No, this is not the reception area. This is the garage. Reception would actually be up these elevators. The reception area, there's going to be a, like, express elevator to reception up here. So the idea is that there'd be a... visitor parking, and the visitor elevator would be right here. So in America, a lot of the garages are underneath the office buildings. And that way, too, it's not too troublesome that, like, down here, you know, the building's kind of in the ground. So, yeah. So, like, this part of the building doesn't necessarily need a ton of windows. Yeah, I enjoyed the show Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've probably watched every episode 4 to 8 times because my kid likes it a lot. And I watched it straight through myself at least once before she was old enough, so... It's a good show. Verb1X says, how did you get so good at building? Oh, I'm not good at building. This is a very poor execution of an idea that I'm improvising as I go. This is like me pretending to be good at building. If you think I'm good at building, it's just because you haven't been watching this for very long. Like, this is a parody of what people who are actually good at building do. It's just me screwing around, making fun of them by, like, doing their stuff my way. Yeah, I saw that Avatar Studio thing. That's exciting. Yeah, I've seen Legend of Korra. Don't forget to put the generators in the parking lot level so they can be flooded out. Yeah, I know. What's my favorite thing I've ever built on Hermitcraft? This torch. I think it's doing a really great job. It's just so illuminating. In the meantime, though, I think I need to mine out some of this dirt here. Don't good builders, like, build stuff in creative mode and plan. I'm like, or they create literally a single sketch or more. I haven't sketched anything for this build. I didn't build anything in creative. The reason that I started working on those walls over there was I kind of thought I had an idea of how they would work. I was like, I won't know until I do it. Whereas, like, a good builder would be able to know before they did it. I'm very inexperienced at building at this scale. So I'm making a lot of mistakes as I go. I'm still doing it, but I think I'm doing pretty well at it, but that's just because of persistence and practicing improvisation. Yeah, don't promote other channels. Again, he says it's crazy how quick this semi-mega build has come together. Well, it's coming together because I'm stealing from... Well, I'm not technically stealing because this is my base now, but because XP Crafted gathered a ton of materials for a whole year, and then I'm just like, ooh, there's a ton of concrete powder here. I could make whatever I want. So, VIP is short for very important person. So that's for people who are not necessarily moderators, but I need to be able to have their messages highlighted. So, like, for example, the current VIPs are Badger, Manty, and Coffee Junkie. They're all people I know in real life whose opinions I value and who need to be able... So the biggest difference is that VIPs can post links. And so if I'm like, I don't know where something is, they can post a link. That sort of thing. But yeah, I would have been doing mega builds this whole time if XP Crafted had just been funneling me materials. Do I think XP will like the build? I don't care. I think I'll like the build. It's my port city now. It would be nice if he liked it. In the same way it would be nice if Scar liked the build. If Corellis came over here and said, Joe, I think you did a good job with that, I would be like, thank you, Corellis. That's nice to hear. But, you know. And then I might try to sell Corellis the base, because then that's how I would know I had made it. Okay. Daniel says, does the luxury of having so many blocks affect your Season 8 plans of possibly working on more resource farms early? No, because I don't know that my Season 8 plans are going to be resource intensive. I like the early season to be... I don't like to do mega builds at the beginning of the season. Like, this HCBBS thing really makes me feel like the season's kind of drawing to a close, which means now is the time to do mega builds. I don't like to launch a gigantic build in week 5. I like to do them at the end. You know, it feels more like a culmination of what the season's been building up to. Hey, Zoomer. Welcome. Dahlia says, I like the build. Thank you. Nonvada says it's an in-person build. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's coming together. Dang it. Well, at least we can pick up these blocks now. Okay. Yeah, this is an office building. It's got a parking garage underneath it. That's pretty common architecture here in America. So that's the other thing is some folks who might be like, "Wow, Joe, this is a really inspired building. You thought a lot about like how the parking and stuff works." That's because every office building in America that I've ever been to, I've had to navigate the parking garage in order to get where I needed to go. So it's not like this is the first time I've ever thought about this. Every time I park a car in a garage, I'm like, where's the elevator for visitors? How do I get to the right lobby? Like, so yeah, I'm thinking about this stuff, but like it's not like I studied it in school or anything. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I need to go grab the andesite. That was the big thing that I'm currently lacking. Oh, but let's use some of the cyan terracotta we have at the moment to work on the elevator shaft and just free up a couple more inventory slots for now. Okay. Have I considered getting Twitch affiliate? No. It doesn't seem worth considering. Minor question. Okay, Darkness Blade. That's not actually a question. That's two statements. Don't do that. Ask the question. No, I don't have a degree in programming. I have a degree in history. But the job that I planned to get using that degree fell through for medical reasons. And so I needed to find a new field. So I started working in programming because I had been programming since I was a kid anyway. Okay. So this also lets us... And we were probably going to substitute this floor out later. This is just me feeling out the rough, getting a rough sense of the building. I miss Mixer too, Badger. Has Zombie Cleo been online much on Hermitcraft? I have no idea. I'm normally not awake when the British people... Or I'm awake when the British people are awake, but I'm not on the server usually. Because that's when my daughter's in school. So I try to do other things, like paying bills, Patreon management, stuff like that during the day. Because it's easier to... If I get disrupted in the middle of, like, sending somebody a Patreon invite, I don't get blown up by a creeper. You know? So it's just easier. Do we use all the cyan terracotta? Most of it. Okay, whoops. Yeah, let's put some lights on here so that when darkness falls, we don't have a million mobs everywhere. I do what I can, Zoomers, they them. Okay. You know, it's just one of those things. Okay. So we need to get andesite for the little paths along the side here. This feels too dark right here. I'm gonna temporarily just put torches on top of these. So this building also, though, won't, like, we're not going to have this set up here. So, like, when you're down here, you wouldn't necessarily be able to just look up and see all the way to the roof, right? There would be a ceiling on this level here. I'm working out what that is going to look like exactly. But, okay. So, luckily, our haste beacon kicks in before we get too far this way. Smooth stone tile ceilings, maybe. That's what XB used in his tunnel to get over here. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Well, at that point, my daughter would be in her second half of 12th grade, so I would probably be getting ready to move, because realistically, you know, once she goes off to college, that's going to open up a lot of options for me. Like, but, like, there's still, like, places all over the world I wanted to visit and travel to, and just managing being a single parent and having coronavirus happen, like, I haven't gotten to go to a lot of those places, and I'm realizing that just realistically, my life is going to continue to be monopolized. Like, I've got to prioritize my daughter, you know, and so at the point where she's graduating from high school to go to college, that's when I'm hoping to really kind of get out there and see more places. I don't know. Noel says, if you move, would you still stay in Nashville, Tennessee? I don't know. It's 10 years. We're talking about a hypothetical 10 years from now thing. So. Okay. Gray wool, we don't need that. Basalt. Let's put the chains away. Get rid of the seeds for now. Clear up some of the dirt. This is not orderly at all. Okay. I really thought that I had a whole thing of blackstone. Okay, I did. Okay, polished blackstone. There we go. So let's put some of the polished basalt away for right now. We have way more of that out than we need. Get rid of the stick and the rotten flesh. Robin S. says, hi from the UK. And Tips 5, who says, when we can travel again, would you recommend visiting Nashville? When it's safe and you're vaccinated, absolutely. But I don't want to tell people to come here now, because our city is not doing the best job keeping people healthy who work in the service industry and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff that happens in Nashville every year, and I would definitely encourage people to visit in a post-coronavirus, post-widespread vaccination mode. Hey, Art, welcome. Art's yelling new hat, and I'm not sure why. Is it because I have... Oh, because I have my new hair. See? I shaved the side. Well, I didn't shave it. B-dubs did. And it's green on top and the back. So, there we go. Oh no, I fell in the water. I feel like... Oh, it was the andesite we needed to get over here. Andesite... No, it's not in this one. It's in... Don't tell computers what to do, mini chess mouse. It's back here, I think. Hold on. How long am I keeping the hair? Well, I mean, actually, I'm hoping to grow it out some. This is just what he cut it down to. So right now I'm keeping it about 4 or 5 inches. There we go. polished andesite slabs. Thank you, Still Otaku. Art Frederick asks, ¿Qué te gusta hacer en la ciudad? Me gusta jugar al frisbee en el cine. Es un frisbee resplendesco. Signs would be useful for those barrels. No, signs would be useful for you for those barrels. I don't need them. Because I'm talented in many ways. How long is the stream going to last? I was going to say until about 4:30, because then I got to start making dinner, but I've realized now it's 4:34. So, not that. That's a good question, because... let's see who is streaming. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Okay. Well, it looks like my friend Hypnotized is playing Skyrim, fellow hermit. So we're going to go ahead and raid him. Let's see. Navada. I want to throw the frisbee in the movie theater because it glows in the dark. It's very stylish. I want people to see how obnoxious I am. Anyway, thank you very much to everyone who stopped by for the bonus stream. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do-do-do.